1, 2, 3, 4, Mexican American. No te creas. Mexican Americans don't like to get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. He's so funny, dude. I love it.
Hey, light up. Let's get Chinese eyes, man.
Hell yeah. I'm got one right here.
Light it up, let's get Chinese eyes, man.
That's so funny.
Déjate lo paso.
Pásamelo, güey. A ver. ¿De este lado? Ay, güey, a ver.
There you go. Oh, órale.
Let me turn
Let's
this
get
shit on.
Chinese eyes.
Let me turn this shit on.
You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Keep copy sequence. Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm. You're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up, check your phone. Keep party for the apocalypse. Don't
Parezco el Buki, güey.
El Buki. A ver, cántame algo bonito. No hay nada más difícil que vivir. Sufriendo de la espera de verte llegar y no sé dónde estás.
Si no te hubiera sido,
Sería tan feliz. Cánteme, cánteme. Just play.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of FINADULTING.
Woo!
And-
Nice beard.
Sorry. I know. I borrowed it from Montrese.
I would believe it too.
He shaved his beard for his costume.
Well, that's
was-
right.
He was Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
And he just left a little mustache and he looks like a porn star now.
No way.
He looks like a porn star. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like Ron Jeremy. And then it was funny because we went to the welcome everyone. This is our Halloween episode, of course. And as you
What's up,
can
vatos?
Hey, this is great, man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
stems, no
man,
seeds
let's
that you
do
don't need. Acapulco Gold is.
Don't like to smoke weed.
We love to smoke.
We
Oh.
love it. Well, they're just right here.
And
Right here.
there you go.
Anyways, so we went to a Halloween party that our friends were having,
Okay.
and we went as Nacho Libre and the Nun. And I was supposed to be Nacho Libre, and then Monchis was gonna be the Nun, right? And so we went, and it was so funny because we go to this is so awkward. talking.
I know. I keep going
It
like
was
that.
so funny because I'm gonna go like this. We went to the Spirit, or no, we went to, where did I tell you we got the costume? At
Party.
Party City. Yeah,
Party World. Party
Party
City.
World or whatever. So we went there, and it's so funny because they have this guy there, like I guess they have like the wall, so nobody can be getting them. You just order them through them.
Hmm.
Give it to you. So we tell him, hey, can we get the nun costume? But like for him, what do you think would be a good size? And then he's up, but it's for women. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna be Nacho, and he's gonna be the nun. And he's like, yeah, but it's a women's costume. And I'm like, dude,
Oh, God. I'd be
God,
like, I don't give a fudge.
To be
Can
a
we
girl.
get an extra large that would fit a guy?
I would hate to be your girlfriend. You have no sense of humor. Anyway, so we're like, okay, whatever. So we got like a extra large, right? And then we got an extra large and a regular, just in case maybe I wanted to be the nun or whatever. So we got a large and an extra large, and then we ended up both fitting on an extra large.
Yeah.
Then he tried on the nun costume. He didn't like it. He was so uncomfortable and he was already sweating and shit. So I was like, oh,
Oh,
and I tried on the like being Nacho Libre. I thought it was so funny. But he just, I mean, he put on the costume and
it
he
just
like
fit him.
shaved and it just fit him perfectly. I'll show you guys a picture real quick here so you guys can see. But it was so funny. If there would have been like a costume like contest, we would have definitely won. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it. I
Uh,
saw the pictures.
yeah, it was so funny. What did you do? What have you done like
Nothing.
recently?
No, nothing. I've just been looking for work,
Yeah,
getting
but
in
you
trouble.
get in trouble. No, you don't get in trouble.
Never.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah, but
What are you doing for this Halloween? It's already gonna be on
I have
Sunday.
a Halloween costume. I'm gonna be a bad witch.
A bad
I have
bitch, bad bitch.
contacts. I
Ooh,
got
I'm a bad
ooh,
bitch.
a
I'm a
bad
bad
bitch.
bitch.
Ese. Órale ese.
I'm just gonna
I'm
go as
just kidding.
myself. I'm gonna be going as
Nah,
a bad
witch.
bitch.
Tinkerbell's gonna be a good witch, and I'm gonna be the bad witch.
You're gonna
But I
pay
want to be a
Tinkerbell?
scary one. Yeah, I bought her a costume too.
Shut the fuck up. How
Yeah, dude.
cute.
We're gonna be Twinkies. I'll send you pictures
So
too.
cute. I love it
Yeah,
when like they put costumes on dogs and shit. It's so funny.
yeah. She's set up
Um,
already.
my friend just sent me one where they have this little bed like The Exorcist, but they have a chihuahua
And
dressed
he's
up
in
the
a little.
girl in
Let
the
me see it. Send
pajamas.
it to me.
I'm gonna
I
send it to
want to see
you. It's
it.
so funny. And it has a little like green stuff that
Oh,
it's
like the puke.
hilarious. Yes, it's so funny.
Oh my god,
Ah,
that is so cute.
banana song, bitch. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my god, I love it. And then the priest.
That is adorable, right?
It's so cute, dude. I love it so much.
So, buddy, why do I feel like you look more like the, what is it called? The Bob's Burgers, kind of like a
No,
character? No?
nah,
Fuck that.
just plain. I don't know.
Fuck that.
I don't know.
And, we ended up going to that party. It was so much fun. I drank so much.
Oh, I know. You were super hungover the next day, huh?
Oh shit, what the fuck? Hey, okay, there. Sorry. I could only hear you in one. I was like, what? Yes, I was fucking hungover for like, and then now, like, that I'm like fucking almost 40 and shit, I get hungover for like a whole week and shit, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah,
That's
it
why I don't like
happens.
to party that much because when I do, it's like me desquito.
You should party all the time so that your hangover doesn't last a week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, it makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense, man.
it does.
So we're gonna be talking about the real, based on true events movie. It's called what is it called,
A
Crystal?
Savannah haunting.
The Savannah Haunting.
A Savannah
Oh,
hunting.
so
Haunting.
apparently it's like a town, right? Or it's like a city.
It's like, oh, I hear that. What the fuck?
Oh my
Sorry.
goodness!
It started playing on its own. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
shit, that's
I
creepy.
got scared. Did you see
Ah,
me?
happy Halloween. That's
I'm so
creepy,
sorry,
dude.
dude. It's in a little, well, I don't
It's
know.
a
Let's see.
town, right? I feel like
It's a
it's a
little
town
town,
that's
yeah.
like really haunted or some shit.
It's like a locate. It's like just the actual house. I heard that it was haunted. Like, it was
Hmm.
based on a true story.
Yeah.
It's about a mother who's struggling with guilt over like a tragic death of her daughter,
Yeah.
and so the family moves to Savannah from
Uh-huh.
California. So, and then like, so they could escape the terrible memories. But when they're there, they don't know that that place where they move in, it's haunted by the daughter spirit.
By the daughter spirit.
Yeah, the one that
And it's
apparently
insane
passed
because
away.
I was reading. Okay, so basically, we're gonna be talking about this movie that obviously it's about the haunting. It's a movie based on true events that happened in this actual house. And while it's being filmed and everything, they even do like a documentary because a lot of shit happens between the filming. While
Mm-hmm.
they're filming, there's a lot of paranormal activity going on. So
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it because it's so interesting because it's based on true events. And then you're filming the fucking thing, and then you're
And
like
you
seeing
still
all
see
these
weird
things,
shit
you
going
know?
on.
And it's insane. And I thought it was freaking amazing to like,
I think that's
watch it, but we couldn't watch it because I don't think it's even out yet.
no, it's not out yet.
But I wanted to bring up some other things before we even start talking about this scary movie. Did you hear about what happened with Alec Baldwin?
Oh my god,
That's
dude.
scary,
Yes.
huh?
Oh, I don't know,
Talking
dude.
about
Like,
films and shit and things that happened during, you
but
know?
isn't it like sorry, it's because I heard something. Isn't it weird to you though, like how are you gonna you're on the set, right? Obviously everything's fake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's
It's
no real
supposed to be
weapons.
fake.
So how does a gun show up on the set with
Mm.
bullets in it?
With one
And
bullet. It had one,
real
which
bullet
happened to have, which that's the one
hit
that
that girl,
hit the
right?
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's I don't know if it's true, whatever or not. But like I kept looking into it when I know you sent me the article and I was looking into it. Apparently this lady was I don't know if she was like it had something to do with the Clintons. I don't
No
know, but they
way.
said that something like that. They were saying that she had something to do with the Clintons. That was she was gonna, I guess, testify against them or something like that. And like all of a sudden, she's dead. It's just
Who?
weird.
Oh, there's
The girl,
there.
the girl he killed.
Oh my goodness, shut the fuck up. So it's all like
Yeah,
conspiracy stuff.
yeah.
It
I'm
all
into
yeah.
conspiracies. I thought it was weird. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. But yeah, how I don't know. It's just weird how you would have a real weapon like on the set, and
What
it's
is
not the
it?
first time it happens.
It's not. It's not the first time that
It
happens
happened
because it
to the
happened to
crow,
that crow guy.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah. Bruce
Yeah.
Lee's son. And it's just a shame. It's like so it's a horrible because you don't see it coming, like
Oh
and
yeah.
that's why I think I forgot which I know they're starting to do that to set like rules where they can have like they're not even gonna have like the fake guns anymore. They're just gonna do it all like CI or what is it? GI or what is
Digital.
digital? CI, what is it?
I don't know.
What is it, man? What
Hey
is it,
man,
man? What I'm talking about, man.
Chinese right now.
Actor and producer Alec Baldwin fired a prop gun on the set of Rust in New Mexico. Police said killing director of photography Helena Hutchins. So that's the lady that you're saying that she was gonna
I don't know. I heard she was gonna testify against the
testify
Clintons or
against the
something like that.
Clintons. Oh wow. Um. So then they're saying like, should they prosecute Alec Baldwin or like do something
Oh,
because what happened or whatever? And they're like, or like the girl, the prop girl, like the girl that should be looking out and because when they handed him over the gun, they said, was it cold gun? Which is something where it's like a phrase where they say like, "Oh, it's good to go." Like you're good to go. Like I already checked it.
oh, and that's what the girl told her.
So that's what. Okay, there's a new girl. Look, let me read this article. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one, which is from the LA Times, and this is from October 22nd. We're in October 29th today. So it says Rust Crew describes on-set gun safety issues and misfires days before fatal shooting. Hours before actor Baldwin fatally shot a cinematographer on the New Mexico set of Rust with a prop gun, a half dozen camera crew workers walked off the set to protest working conditions. The camera operators and their assistants were frustrated by the conditions surrounding the low budget film, including complaints about long commutes and waiting for their paychecks, according to three people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to comment. Safety protocol standards in the industry, including gun inspections, were not strictly followed by the Rust set near Santa Fe, and the sources said they said at least one of the camera operators complained last weekend, a production manager, about gun safety on the set. Three crew members were who were present at the Bonanza Creek Ranch said on Saturday they were particularly concerned about two accidental prop gun discharges. Baldwin's stunt double accidentally fired two rounds Saturday after being told that the gun was cold. That's like
which is good to go.
yeah, good to go. Sorry, I'm holding this thing because I can't talk.
It's okay.
Which is lingo for the weapon that doesn't have any ammunition, including blanks. Two crew members who witnessed the episode told the Los Angeles Times there should have been an investigation into what happened, a crew member said. There were no safety meetings, there were no assurance that it wouldn't happen again. All they wanted to do was rush, rush, and rush. A colleague was so alarmed by the prop gun misfires that he sent a text message to the unit production manager. We now have three accidental discharges. This is super unsafe, according to a copy of the message reviewed by the Times. The safety of our cast and crew is the top priority of Russ Productions and everyone associated with the company. Russ Movie Productions said in a statement, though were not made aware of any official complaints concerning weapons or prop safety on set, we will be conducting an internal review of our procedures while production is shut down. We will continue to cooperate with Santa Fe authorities in their investigation and offer mental health services to the cast and crew during the tragic time. So this should happen before. They were apparently told that it's really dangerous, and then they didn't really do anything, and then this shit happens, you know?
But
So
how whoever's giving these weapons, like let's say we work together with producers, whatever,
yeah,
like there's obviously, like right now the article said there's obviously someone there who checks if it's good or not.
yeah,
So the person checking obviously messed up. And then number two, like whoever did the actual, like you're supposed to, what, they use blanks, I'm guessing.
yeah.
So
No,
they
they
look
do.
different. Like my thing is like that it's like so suspicious. They should actually investigate it because who the hell's gonna be putting real bullets like it's on the gun? You know what I mean? Like this is a fucking set. It's crazy.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and they should
Um,
definitely not. I mean, they shouldn't blame the actual guy that was using the gun because he obviously didn't know.
they were talking about the girl who was the prop girl, right? And I think she was like she had worked on another project with another movie, and they have like a recording of her saying that she wasn't really sure she was prepared. You know, like she was doubting herself, like how
Hmm.
prepared she was to do this project, but that she accepted or whatever. And then she's working on this new one where this happens, and you're like thinking to yourself, like, fuck, like you have a record of you have video of you saying that you don't know that you're capable of doing the job. And then this
Exactly.
shit happens. It's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Um,
I think maybe that guy,
Alex Baldwin.
Like I feel bad for him because imagine you're doing a movie and you accidentally kill someone.
The thing
Like,
is that why would you shoot that way? Why is he shooting
well, he's just an actor,
like
and
he's
you're
like
doing a movie. You're in an action movie, and you just like, let's say you just ta 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 ta. You know what I mean? I guessing,
yeah.
or I don't know if the bullet was going to her, but like I said, that's why there should be an investigation
Yeah.
because it's weird, dude.
Veteran prop master turned down Rust film An Accident Waiting to Happen. And this was a veteran prop master. So Neil W. Soromsky has spent 3 decades in Hollywood working on movies big and small, but never on a Western. So he was thrilled last month when he was asked to join the crew of Alec Baldwin's film in New Mexico. The veteran prop master immediately told Russ production managers that he was interested in the job that would give him the responsibility for the accoutrements of the Old West. Pistols, rifles, wagons, saddles, and flour sacks were needed to recreate the 1800s Kansas for Baldwin, who was playing a grizzled outlaw named Harlan Rust. But during 4 days of informal discussions with film manager, Soromsky said he got a bad feeling. Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
There was massive red flags, he said in an interview Sunday with the Times. He said he felt that Rust was too much of a slapdash production, one one with an overriding focus on saving money instead of a concern of people's safety. Production managers didn't seem to value experience and were brushing off his questions, he said. So Romsky ultimately told Rust production managers that he would take a pass. After I pressed send on the last email, I felt in the pit of my stomach that is an accident waiting to happen, he said. That's fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy, dude.
You know how like when you have like an intuition thing, he has
Yeah,
one of
didn't you feel that
those.
shit?
Well,
Yeah.
because he's a professional, dude. He's been doing it for such a long time, working on that. And this was like a cool, like, oh shit, I'm gonna be able to work on a Western film, which I've never done.
Yeah.
But even then, he's a prop dude. He works
Yeah.
with weapons and stuff. So then when you're a professional and you go into an environment like that and you're seeing that they're not taking everything serious
Serious or
as
answering his questions.
safety concerns, that I mean you're dealing with cops and like I'm saying, like accidents happen and shit, you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be a prop. It's supposed to not have actual fucking bullets,
Exactly. Ammunition. Yeah.
but how the fuck does a bullet get in there? I don't It's just insane.
Exactly. And then it doesn't make sense because I know in the article it says that they were, I guess, like trying to save money and everything. So why buy real bullets?
Or yes, or like
Like blanks, I'm sure are less expensive. You know what I mean? There's nothing in it. It doesn't make sense.
Last Thursday, Baldwin fatally shot 42-year-old cinematographer Hala Hutchins in the chest with a prop gun while rehearsing a gunfight gunfight scene inside the wooden church at the Bonanza Creek Ranch movie set near Santa Fe, New Mexico. Baldwin, who also is a producer on the film, was practicing removing his revolver from his holster and aiming it towards the camera. Oh, okay, that's the reason why.
That's why.
Rust director Joel Sosa, who was also injured, told a Santa Fe County Sheriff's detective that he heard what sounded like a whip and then a loud pop. Hutchins, a rising star in the industry, crumpled over. Fellow crew members struggled to treat her wound. She was later airlifted about 50 miles away to Albuquerque Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. That's sad.
Oh,
She was young too. She
yeah,
left behind a 9-year-old son. That is so sad, dude.
it
Production has been shut
is.
down, and Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies and the New Mexico Occupational Health and Safety Bureau are investigating the accident.
Good.
Tensions were boiling on set on Thursday, the 12th day of a 21-day production. Union camera operators and Their assistants had walked off of the job protesting working conditions, which we already talked about that. So I also saw the one that I sent you, the article with the mother of three children discovered living alone in an apartment with the remains of their brother in the past year was arrested on Tuesday along with the boyfriend who's being charged with murder in the death of the child who was 8 at the time that happened. Yeah. Mom of abandoned Houston children gives jailhouse interview. I checked on them every 2 weeks. What the fuck, dude? But I mean, they were young. They're
Dude,
8.
they had a separate apartment for them.
But then,
Like,
like,
so they wouldn't have to be with the kids and the smell. Like,
that's fucked up.
exactly, dude. Like, oh, let's leave the kids over there with the smell and the stank and the dead body. You know what I mean? Like, how can you do that? That's crazy.
She said, I checked on them every 2 weeks. Okay. What a
Oh,
great mother.
every 2 weeks.
What a
Stupid
fucking.
bitch.
They're not plans, bitch.
Oh my God. I swear they're not exactly, dude. Or even
Like,
you can leave your pet one day there, but fucking
no, I'm
every
saying
two
a
weeks.
plant. A plant.
Yeah. And that's why I said even a pet you can leave at your house for one day, but 2 weeks, not even the plants, dude. Plants
No.
need water more than
Yeah. Gloria Williams has given a jailhouse interview in which she now claims that she didn't know that her son was dead. Okay. Speaking from Harris County Jail, she told KHOU 11, I'm sorry I didn't do it. When asked if she knew her 8-year-old son, Kendrick Lee, was dead, she replied, no, this contradicts what investigators say she told them. They said she admitted she knew her boyfriend had beaten him to death in November of last year. Are you fucking kidding me?
what a
And
son
that
of
she
a
didn't raise the alarm because he told her not to. She is accused of altering, destroying, and concealing the body to get rid of the evidence. When asked why she abandoned the children, she insisted, I checked on them every 2 weeks. She didn't elaborate as to why she didn't notice her son's decomposing body during her biweekly visits.
exactly, dude.
KHOU also spoke to one of the children's paternal grandmothers, Melody Robinson, who said she had no idea what was going inside the Houston apartment. This is what fucking like baffles me. Like, it pisses me off because how the fuck do you not know what's happening with any of your grandchildren or
Exactly, dude.
like what the fuck type of family are you, you know?
Exactly. Like I'm sure my mom would have asked for like, hey, pues son tan los
I haven't
niños.
seen them in a whole
Or like, you
fucking
know, like
year.
I
Like
want to see them or something. Or
I need to go
a whole
visit.
year, dude.
She said Williams had 6 children in total, ranging from age 7 to 17. Robinson had custody of one of a 13-year-old girl who she said Williams brought to her at just 2 weeks old. Her mom was very unstable. She was sleeping on the floor in her grandmother's house with the babies, so I just asked her to give her to me. Robinson said.
So she kept that baby.
Yeah. She said the last time she saw Williams was in November of last year, which was which was when police believe Kendrick was killed. Robinson said that at the time, Williams' eldest child, a 17-year-old girl, came to her and asked to live with her because her mother's boyfriend's behavior. She just got tired of seeing him abuse her siblings, and when she stepped in to try to protect them, she put her out. So like he would beat her up too.
Yeah.
Robinson said. The fate of the child killed and left to rot in Houston apartment has been described in horrific detail by his surviving siblings. According to the court documents read out during a probable cause hearing on Wednesday, the 7 and 10-year-old witness Brian Coulter which is a dude, beat
Mm-hmm.
their 8-year-old brother to death in November of 2020. One of the boys asked, oh no, one of the boys said that he was in the room and watched Coulter punch and kick
Mm-hmm.
the child in the face, feet, buttocks, back, legs, and testicles, and continued to do after he stopped moving. He said Coulter then laid the child on the floor and put a cover over him. The 7-year-old also described the attack, saying his brother's eyes turned black and he stopped blinking. Oh, what the fuck? After seeing the body, the 10-year-old said his mother started crying and began arguing with Coulter because he had killed his younger brother. He said Coulter came back another day to check on his younger brother, which is the little kid's brother,
Yeah.
and found that the body, feet, and teeth had turned into a skeleton and that his hair was off. I guess his hair was
Well,
falling.
like it was already decomposing.
Yeah, the younger brother said that there was roaches everywhere on him. The 10-year-old said Coulter frequently beat him as well, to the point where his face would swell, and he said that whenever Coulter drank beer or alcohol, he would become very strong. Oh, and these
It's
are the
ugly.
words of the little kid, saying that.
Yeah.
Doctors discovered this week the 10-year-old needed surgery for an injury to his jaw
Oh,
that was never
yeah.
treated. He said that he sustained it when Coulter struck him 3 weeks earlier. William claimed to police she tried to stop the assault. She said
Yeah, right.
Coulter told her he was sorry, that he had lost it and had punched him and had continued punching him until he went to sleep. She admitted she knew her son had died in November, but didn't tell police because Coulter had told her not to. She said she was afraid the children would be taken by Child Protective Services and that she would go to jail, which that would have been the best outcome
It would have been
of
the
all
best
that shit. What
outcome.
the fuck, dude?
Or another outcome would have been like call the cops on him, stupid ass. Like you see
According
this happening, you obviously didn't do shit. Like that's why she
okay,
was scared because she's a
and this is
bitch.
what pisses me off because some mothers shouldn't fucking be moms. Like,
Exactly.
some women
This
shouldn't have
goes.
fucking children because they don't know what the fuck. Like, honestly, they fucking dick over their sons. Like, what the fuck, you know?
That's bullshit, dude.
In my loving time, in my long time working in homicides, this one is up there. This one affected us. Sergeant Dennis Wolford told the press conference. He described the victims as special needs children, noting that at least two of them appear to have autism. Yeah, well, I mean, because one of them was what, 15?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know they were younger though.
The
The
younger,
17-year-old, and the other 10, and I think the other ones were younger than that, 9
like,
and maybe 8.
yeah, I think one of them was 15. The oldest one was 15. The 17 wasn't working,
What?
living
No,
there
she
anymore.
left.
But there was one that was 15, and I'm like, how come he didn't say anything? But it appears that, I mean,
I don't
after
know.
so
Get your
much
ass beat
fucking
like that. Like,
your
I mean,
life
they're
being like that,
kids.
than chiquillos. And I mean, maybe they're not that open, because of all the fucking trauma that they've had.
They've already, yeah.
Yeah, despite the horrific abuse they endured, he said that they were very sweet children. Very nice, very well spoken. I mean, yeah, very well spoken at the same time. That 1,000-yard stare, the blankness in the eyes, Walford said. At the same time, they were as sweet as you can be nice children. That's what he said. Wolford said that the apartment was in deplorable condition with no furniture, no bedding, soiled carpet, and cockroaches and fly infestations. He did not say how well furnished the separate apartment the suspects lived in was. So he didn't say how the fucking mom lived. He said he believes the two younger children were not allowed to leave the apartment and there was evidence they had been locked up.
There you go. Shit, man. That shit just honestly it goes all the way back to Gabriel. which the same shit happened to that poor kid,
The little
where
kid.
the
Yeah.
lady was going out with some fucking asshole beats him up, and they kill the kid. Like, I don't know how. I don't know,
I don't
dude.
know how these
Like,
fucking
I don't want kids, but how can you treat a kid like that? If I had a kid, I wouldn't treat it like that, dude. Like, it's it's horrible, dude. Like, how the hell?
how do you live with yourself doing something like this, you know?
She's gonna get hers in jail, and so is he.
I'm glad. And I mean, you're not supposed to wish anything upon anybody. Like,
It's
but
gonna
I mean,
happen,
come
dude.
on, dude.
It happened to the mom of Gabriel.
That's
She got
good.
beat up and stabbed in jail.
Dele pendeja.
Por cula pinche hija perra.
Yeah, por culo. The reason they left the home, no, the reason they left the apartment, he believed, was to distance themselves from the dead body. Ah, sí, ah, qué chingones.
Pinches mamones, valen.
While leaving the children behind. He said the children had two other siblings elsewhere who did not live in the apartment. Of the ones who did, some had different fathers. One is believed to be deceased, while the other is not in the picture and has not contacted his offspring. Asked why he thought it took a year for the teen to seek help, Wolford said absolute fear, claiming the beatings were constant. He said the teen really relied on his mother to do something about his dead brother until finally realized he had to do it himself. Wilford called Coulter a classic child abuser. He's an abuser physically and she's an abuser by omission, he added. He said there was no evidence Williams herself was being abused. Coulter bond was set at 1 million, while Williams was set at 900,000. Sorry, they are to have no contact with the children or any other minor or each other. And it continues, obviously, but just horrible. This
No.
fucking like this shit going. It makes you wonder what the fuck's going behind people's doors. You don't fucking know what the fuck's going on in your own
It's
neighbor.
I wonder though. I wonder, like, they obviously live in some apartments, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder though, like, you
Why
hear
don't
every when I've lived in apartments, and I could
Mhm.
hear. I remember when I lived with you, there
Yeah,
was a
you
lady
can
that I would
hear.
get pissed off at because she was crazy with her kids. She
Yeah,
would yell at them, "Cállate!" Like
in the
psycho in the
mornings. In the
morning.
mornings, I
In
remember.
the mornings, dude, and you can hear it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Like, I stop and think, like,
But es que hay
did
mucha
anybody hear the
gente. There's
beatings?
a lot of
Or
people who don't like to get in shit like that. Like they don't like to. Hey, it's theirs. I don't want to get
no, they
involved or
should,
whatever.
especially when
But
it's
when it comes to
kids.
children, I mean, come on, dude. Like you don't know
Hmm.
what's going on. You don't know what type of abuse is going on there. You don't know like the extent of what's going on in that house.
Hmm.
Because you don't live there. But I mean, and then these children feel like fear, like they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to get beat up again. So
Yeah,
they
or
don't
like,
say
what
anything.
if he finds out and they beat me up worse? You know what I
They
mean?
don't
There's that
say
thought.
anything. They stay quiet, and it's like it sucks because like it just continues and continues until someone dies, and it's always the poor kids, that get the worst of it,
Yeah, I know,
because
dude.
these people, I don't know, just
And
these
just I don't
fucking
know
stories are.
how people can be like that, especially you're the mom of these kids. You're there to protect them. You had them. You
Yeah.
have to feed them. You have to take care of them. You see some
Pero les vale
fucking
madre.
dude that's not even their dad beat the hell out of them like that. Then they move out.
Fuck
Like, no,
no.
she should just stay in jail forever. Also, both of them.
Yeah, they
That's
should rot in jail.
Yeah, they should.
Poor little kid.
Pobrecillo, dude.
So yeah, I have a funny one though. You
No, let's hear
know,
it.
it's
Let's get
so
a little.
funny. I'm gonna finish my little article with a funny one that I saw. Man waves down Louisiana officer just to slap him in the face.
Oh my
And then
god.
from Monroe, Louisiana, a Louisiana man, this happened there. A Louisiana man has been accused of slapping a police officer unprovoked. KNOE reported a Monroe police officer said he was driving by when Troy Davis waved him down on October 24th. The officer wrote in an arrest report that Davis approached the driver's side window of the car and said, "What's up, man?" Then he slapped the officer in the
Hey, this is
face.
great,
Oh,
man.
According to
shit.
the report, Davis said, "Fuck the police," as he
Slap.
began walking away.
Oh, you know that cop
Oh,
arrested him, and
man.
they're gonna charge him.
Davis was promptly arrested and booked on a felony charge of battery to a police officer.
That is the worst,
Ah,
dude. He
fuck the
messed up his
police.
whole life with that.
Maybe he was high. Maybe he was on
Dude, there's
something.
no way you can be that high. Never done nothing like that.
But
That's
so,
the last thing you would think to do is slap a cop. I
uh,
know, I feel like it most of the times, but I'm not stupid.
and then especially like walk away and be like, "Fuck the police."
All I think it's
And
okay.
it's funny though, because it's like unprovoked, like you're just
You're just calling
sweet.
them over and then blah.
And then you do that, you're like, oh god, that shit was hilarious.
It would have been funnier if he would have put powder in his hand and then
Oh,
slapped him.
that shit's hilarious.
Eat
Oh,
it
what?
through there.
What? Look at what I found here.
Munchies.
On a little snack. I forgot I had left that one there.
There you have one, bitch.
Oh, what?
What is that?
What?
You jerk. I want one.
Here.
Let me see what I could pull from mine. Nah.
Oh, es que se cae. No. Okay, check
But
this out. Okay, I saw this on. I guess it's like a Twitter, a tweet that someone tweeted. A teacher asked her class of grade 3 kids to write letters to God, and it's mind blowing and innocently funny what they wrote. Okay, dear God, how come you didn't invent any new animals lately? We still have just the old ones, Johnny. Dear God, it is great the way you always get the stars in the right places. How
Oh.
cute. Dear God, I bet it is very hard for you to love all of everybody in the whole world. There are only 4 people in our family, and I can never do it.
Oh my god.
I love kids. They're so
They're
funny.
so cute. They say the funniest things.
Because it's innocent, but it's true,
But
though.
it's true, yeah.
Dear God, if you give me a genie lamp like Aladdin, I will give you anything you want except my money or my chess set.
Aw.
Raphael. Dear God, my brother told me about being born, but it doesn't sound right. How cute is that? Dear God, I went to this wedding and they kissed right in church. Is that okay?
Qué
Neil.
bonito.
Dear God, is Reverend Co a friend of yours? Or do you just know him through business? Donnie.
That's so cute.
Dear God, did you mean for a giraffe to look like that? Or was it an accident? Norma.
Oh, they're
I
pretty.
know. Dear God, thank you for the body. No, thank you for the baby brother. But what I prayed for was a puppy. And there you have it. These are letters written to God from like third graders.
Like, I
Oh,
don't know
okay,
if
the
you've
third
seen that
graders.
one where there, I guess in a school they ask kids to draw a picture of what their parents do.
Yeah. Oh, and then the
And
girl.
there's one that looks like the lady's a stripper. But if you read the
She's
story, like it
shoveling
makes
snow.
yeah, like no, it's
Or
one
no,
where I
she
think
works at
she
she's stacking something, or she works at a Lowe's or something, or Home Depot.
I know this one was she worked with money or something. And she would give people money or help people. I don't know, but it looked like she was on the pole and then like she had money, so like it made it look
It
like
looks
she
like a
was
stripper.
yeah.
They're so funny. All right, so we watched the really scary movie, and I told you about this one, the taking of Deborah Logan. And I was
Yes.
hoping it was like a true, based on true events or true story, but no, it is.
It's not, but it's creepy.
That shit's creepy, right? Like
It
that
is creepy.
fucking moment where I was like, I
This
had already
lady,
seen
it's the taking of Debbie or what, Deborah?
Deborah Logan.
And it's just a creepy movie because apparently they're doing like some kind of I guess like a recording
Documentary. They're
about
doing a documentary
people who
on.
have what?
They're doing a documentary
Yeah,
about
about who people who have like dementia or something like
Alzheimer's
that.
and
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Alzheimer's and
And she doesn't
dementia.
have it. She has something
Well,
else.
she does. She does have Alzheimer's, but since she's so weak, like like
Hmm.
physically, it was so easily,
To
you
get
know,
her.
to get her.
It's
So
creepy.
the purpose of the movie is the documentary, like this little, like a filming crew goes and they stay over to film this older lady who's, suffering from dementia and Alzheimer's, and they just want to know, like, day to day, like
Like a
how it
report,
goes.
kind of.
Yeah. So they start noticing like really crazy shit happening with the lady, where she's like walking, like what is it? Um when she's asleep.
Sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking. When she's asleep, when she's walking.
But she's walking.
Hey man. Hey man.
Hey, let's get Chinese. Okay.
Yeah, ya no digas eso. They're gonna they're gonna cancel us, ese. We just said that because the movie says that, okay?
All right.
Okay, man.
And
Don't
this
be
is actually just paper
canceled.
because I'm in probation.
Hey, and
So
guess what? This is a cigarette, guys. That
I'm
I
not
actually
allowed to, but I want to.
and I'm allowed to, but I don't care to.
You're missing out, man.
Um.
This is how we deal with all our problems.
So, anyways,
Let me hit that. Let
anyways,
me get a
man,
lighter.
she'd be sleeping and she's walking. What do you call that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot what we were talking about.
Um. So anyway,
There you
she
go.
she sleepwalks or whatever. But it looks like she's sleepwalking, but she's like really being possessed,
Mm-hmm.
by this fucking spirit and shit.
Entity.
Entity.
Because spirits are not bad. Entities are. Or I don't know if I
And
said it
they
right. Entities
and they get you
are
fucked up too. I
demon like.
you get it?
Dude, it's creepy.
It is so
Like,
creepy. It is one of the creepiest movies I've seen lately, you know? Um I know that they talk about this movie that's actually based on true events, and it's called Veronica. I don't know if you've seen it.
no.
Okay, when I saw it, I didn't think it was that scary, but then once you think about it, where it
Like
actually
it's creepy.
happened, like this actually happened, and it's been like the worst haunting in, I think it's like a Spanish. Where is it from? So the true story behind Veronica's Netflix scariest movie ever. And this happened back in, this is from March 2018. I saw this movie. It's a Spanish film.
Is it?
And yeah. So Veronica is based on a true story about an unsolved case of a young girl in Madrid in 1992 named Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro. who mysteriously died after using a Ouija board. Police were never able to crack their investigation. Estefania reportedly tried to conduct the seance at school to contact the late boyfriend and one of her friends. After he tried in after he died in a motorcycle accident. So the boyfriend died in a motorcycle accident. When a teacher interrupted the group she was with, described seeing a kind of smoke going into Estefania's nose and mouth. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. This is so uncomfortable, by the way.
It'll be right.
All for the views.
All for the pretty beard.
The story goes that Estefania began to suffer the seizures and hallucinations for the following 6 months. She told her parents she saw evil shadows from her room and was taken to see doctors by her parents. Ever since she died in the hospital, her death remains unexplained. Her parents reported that following her death, their house became haunted, a phenomenon verified by police reports. Despite plenty of Twitter users expressing their fear of the film, others have disagreed. One writes, Veronica was good, quite scary, a few jump scares, creepy demons, and Ouija boards. Definitely not the scariest film I have ever seen. Which is what I thought to myself when I
Yeah.
saw it. I was like, okay, it's not that scary. But I mean, it's fucking
Thinking about the
true.
actual facts, like, is
Yeah.
kind of
Then
like,
thinking
yeah,
about it,
no.
you're like, oh, never mind. It is fucking scary, you know?
It's weird that though I've heard like a couple of I had a coach
Uh-huh.
and in Thomas Manor.
Yeah.
She was telling us that they were playing the Ouija board one time
Yeah.
where she was playing with her sister and cousin, and weird shit started happening at the house, so they decided to burn the Ouija board. And she said that when they threw it in the fire, that it literally like jumped out, and they were trying to get rid of it. And
Yeah.
every time they would get rid of it, it would show up in their house somewhere.
Yeah.
And she said until finally she gave it away as a present to someone, like, oh, and it never came back. But she said it was weird. Like, I don't know.
That's creepy.
I would never want to play that shit, dude, no matter what.
No, fuck that. I don't like to play with shit like that. Like,
Even like that stupid game they had a while back. I don't know if it was Pedro or something. Or I don't know. They would do like something with the pencil, and the pencil would say yes or no. It would move on its own. It came out, I think it was a couple, 2 years ago. They were doing it a lot. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
fuck that. No. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
creepy.
you're like welcoming and like
Yeah.
bringing shit out that you're like, fuck that, you know? Like,
Yeah. And I do believe in that shit. Like I do. So I don't want to mess with anything like that.
I believe in it too because I feel like, I mean, come on, there has to be.
There has to.
We've
dude.
seen
There's too
so many videos,
stories.
like the one that you showed me. You know, we've
Mm-hmm.
seen so
Oh, the
many
one that
creepy ass videos where
at the
you're like,
gym.
how the fuck?
Es que pasaron cosas muy extrañas, la madre, hasta
¿Y qué le pasó, papi?
hasta una máquina se movió. Vea, mire, explíqueme eso, vea,
Sí, eso
dos
porque
cuerdas
se
y...
mueve atrás.
Yo qué vas a ver, mamá, y la otra quieta, o sea, no podemos decir que es el aire, ni que hay ventilación, ni nada de esas
Sí,
vainas.
eso es como
Y en
encerrado.
plena luz del día, ¿quién dice que estas maricadas pasan en plena luz del día? No, mire, la luz. Mire, mire. Mire, ahí. Mira eso. Mira eso.
Uy, ¿eso qué pasó? ¿Por qué eso se
Y
mueve?
esa vaina es pesadísima, eso es pesadísimo.
Sí.
Sí, parece eso es una energía muy mala.
Ay, Dios mío, ¿qué le pasó?
Mamá, mire.
No, Dios, no, no, eso no es normal.
Sí, yo sé
Eso
que-
no es normal,
Sí,
no.
ya sé.
Those who've seen the footage were left unsettled by this terrifying encounter. At the start of the video, we can see that someone or something is peeking at this person.
Does that happen? And then like the fucking or the ghost or whatever is picking up that medicine ball, which is they're called medicine balls, right? The really heavy
Oh,
ones.
the big heavy ones. I don't know what they're called, but they're like
I think
those
they're called
big,
medicine balls. I don't know.
like
Um,
what, like 15 pounds maybe?
It's
maybe
something.
20.
Yeah, like how the fuck do they care? Like that's
How do
strong.
they
Like,
exactly? And then did you see how when he was already getting his shit, you see the guy getting somebody grabs him by the leg, pulls it up, and drags him for a little bit, and you
yeah.
see his leg like up there. It's weird. It's
I saw another
creepy.
one too with the girl. Like I think she was working like in the back, and there's like a room, and it's dark. Like the room's in like there. She's working here, and then there's a door where there's another room, but it's dark, right? And then like I think she hears something, or I don't know, or she's walking, and then she just like and she gets dragged too into the
It's
room, and then she just starts
crazy.
running out, like
Dude, imagine. Oh, I know I'm getting chills and then I'm home alone.
I home alone. Oh,
Crazy.
yeah. I'm
Dude, I
home
swear to you.
alone, man.
I had
Oh,
seen another one too where like there's this guy
mhm.
and there's a cameras. Obviously, there's cameras in the hospital for the hallways, for people,
Yeah.
everything. And you see this guy on a camera and I guess somebody that was looking at the surveillance cameras caught it. And like they shared it on YouTube, obviously. You see a guy walking and he's walking, and all of a sudden, like you see a shadow from far away, but you don't think anything of it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, dude, you just see him getting dragged towards that side. And the guy's like, you can see he's struggling to like get up and everything, and they're dragging him, dude. And he
What?
finally lets like loose and he starts running like fuck this, but it's crazy.
Mm.
Like, how the hell?
Or
Oh
like,
no.
okay, there's one video. I don't know if you sent it to me or who sent it to me. There's a video of like this guy, and I don't know if it's true because this one kind of seems like okay, they could be done, you know, but he's recording it, and it's a TikTok, and he's recording he's at his home, and he's like recording like the living room, like he's in the hallway or something, and he's all like, "Someone's calling. I'm calling
Oh,
myself."
I heard it.
Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. When I talk to you. Come here. Fuck. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. When I talk to you. Come here.
You heard it,
Oh,
right? That shit was
yeah.
creepy.
It, like
Because you can hear
himself
his
was calling
voice
him.
calling himself, and
Yeah,
come
you could
here,
do it, but
come
I don't know.
here. What do you
It,
say? Come here, or
he was
something
like,
like that.
hey, calling him, like, let's say his name was Lorena. He was like, Lorena, come in here. Come
Oh,
in.
fuck that,
Hey,
dude.
Lorena, come in. But
Come
it's your
in.
voice.
But it's your voice calling yourself. What
Yeah,
the
huh? I'm
fuck?
getting more
That
chills.
shit was creepy, dude.
Hell yeah. I see.
That fucking. I think it was because you can hear it. Like it's like visual when you're looking at things. You're like, oh shit, that sucks. But then you hear a voice or you hear a sound, and it just kind of like gives you chills. Like it's
It
like that much more
is.
like scary to me.
Dude, imagine, like, it's
And it's
like
your
if I'm
voice.
calling myself, like, Crystal, come here. I'd be like, fuck you.
Like
Hell no.
I've told you, like there's been times when I'm asleep and I hear Lorena, like,
Oh,
but I
that's
hear
right.
like I'll be asleep and I'll hear my name and I'll just wake up like that. Like if someone
Like
just
all freaked.
like right here, just kind of like when they're waking you up, like Lorena,
And then
like
you're all like,
hey,
what the fuck?
but they don't move me, but they just like I hear it and I wake up and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, and then fucking like Monchis is asleep and shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like, did I just hear that or what?
I don't
I think something
know.
weird happened to my sister. We were living in the Columbia apartments,
Uh huh.
and my grandpa, like, and they're like my sister's favorites, whatever. My grandpa and my grandma from my dad's side, and they will go visit us once in a blue moon. But I guess my sister was still asleep. She would wake up late. And she woke up and she's like, oh, where's the villa? Where's the villa? Like, because she thought they were there.
Yeah.
And we're like, why would you think they were here? Like, like, did you hear her voice or what? Well, she was woken up by someone smacking her butt.
Oh
And she showed us her butt cheek. It was red of where
no.
someone hit her. And she swears, well, in her dream, she was dreaming that Revilo, my grandparents, had gone to the apartment and he woke her up like that. Hola, mija, ¿cómo está? Or whatever,
Oh,
But so she woke up and like she felt it like in her butt was hurting. So she woke up like, oh, where's grandpa? And we're like, they haven't even been here. Like they never, nobody had showed up. And she was like, I swear to you. Like, and that's when she showed us her butt. Her butt cheek was red, dude, like a hand mark.
oh,
And like, I don't know, weird stuff would have happened there. I remember like when we're getting ready, I think we already talked about that one though.
dude,
But
that's
like
fucking creepy, dude. Because
we're
there's
here
physical evidence that you got smacked. It's not like she's gonna be smacking her ass,
exactly. I don't know.
and
Or
like
like,
saying that,
I mean, you could, but it was a big hand mark.
Why would she fucking do that? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm saying like you could, like, for example, I don't know if it's true or my mom said it just to not scare me. But one time she woke up freaked out also from here. We were already living here.
mhm.
And she was like, es que me estaba quedando dormida así y me jalaron el pelo. Like she said that
Oh,
she
shut
felt
the
somebody
fuck
pull her
up.
head. So she was freaked out. And I got freaked out, and I was like, oh shit. Like, and then later she told me that. She's like, no, creo que fui yo misma con mi mano. Me está quedando dormida y a lo mejor me jalé y me asusté. But I think she was just saying it because I was scared. You know what I mean?
No
But
te
I was like,
preocupes,
yeah, right.
mija.
Somebody pulled your shit.
No te preocupes, mija. Yo misma,
Nada, me lo jalé sola, mira.
yo misma me tropecé sola. Yo me caí.
No,
Yo,
dude, that's how I was like, nah, don't lie to me.
you're like, this goes.
It's creepy though. Yeah, this
No,
is
it
some
is
weird
creepy,
shit.
dude. I was like, what?
Give me a minute. I don't know, for some reason, I hear you a lot lower.
No.
Maybe it's oh, here it is. I know why. Talk to me.
Hey,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Just playing, yeah. All right.
So the Savannah Haunting, we're gonna be talking about that. It's basically like how you were describing, right?
So it's just about a mom who like lost a daughter.
She lost her daughter.
She died. They moved out from California to Savannah. And I guess the daughter was haunting the mom at the new place. And they were just, I don't know, they weird stuff started happening to her. Like, it's pretty creepy. It's inspired by and shot in McCulloch's house in Savannah. I don't know how to say the word. MC Culloch's.
McCullough.
McCullough. Okay, so yeah, that.
McCullough.
McCullough's father acquired the home in 1970s. Although his parents were divorced and he lived mostly with his mother, McCullough would regularly visit and stay with his father. There were always weird and creepy things that would happen, and we always knew something was off about the house, recalled McCullough. I don't know how to say it.
McCullough.
So what was interesting was as the time went by, whatever was in the house got more intense. McCullough left Savannah when he was in high school, attended law school in Washington, D.C., and pursued an acting career in Los Angeles. When he returned to Savannah several years ago, it was the first time he had spent an extended period of time at the house since he was a kid, and the experience was terrifying. It had gotten so bad at one point that I wouldn't walk upstairs in the middle of the day by myself, said McCullough. That's weird. That's scary, dude. If you can't walk at your house in daylight, that I wouldn't even want to be there. That is creepy. Fuck no. When McCullough's business partner, Alexis Nelson, came to visit the house, she also had horrible experiences and encouraged McCullough to write a script based on the haunted home. So I guess it was just the home, like I guess that little girl's spirit stayed there or something.
Yeah, but I also read that there was someone who, because they took priests and so they can cleanse it and they can kind of get rid of whatever was going on there. But
Yeah,
they said it was something that was more evil. So
that's crazy.
yeah, let me see here. A Savannah Haunting was set to start filming last March when the COVID-19 pandemic began and postponed production days before cameras were to start rolling. Filming picked up again in August, and A Savannah Haunting became one of the first films to be shot under COVID protocols, which naturally posed new challenges. For example, hiring extras was impossible. For extras in the film, any extras in the film were actually crew members since the budget did not account for the amount of COVID testing that had to be regularly done. Filming in an actual haunted house presented other complications. Imagine that shit.
Dude.
When we got shut down for COVID, we decided to shoot a documentary about the history of the house and the haunting, said McCullough. We interviewed my family and friends and visitors. We brought in mediums and voodoo priestess, priestess, a paranormal investigation team, and then we covered as we start we cover as we start to film all the obstacles and challenges of trying to shoot in an active haunted house. We had several crew members and cast threaten to quit because of the experiences they were going through. Spooky incidents experienced by the cast and crew included tools disappearing, lights going on and off, and things reaching out and grabbing them. Fuck that!
Oh,
Dude,
hell
tools
no.
disappearing is not a big deal. That could be like, hey, you grabbed it and you forgot that where you left it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Lights going on and off is a little bit more like, okay, there's something
Like,
going on, but something grabbing you? Fuck that shit,
dude,
no.
hell no. I would fucking stop the filming. I'd be like, I'm out.
For me as a director, it was challenging, and obviously we didn't want to lose our cast and crew, but at the same time, it brought this authenticity to the set. We cast really good actors, but I think having them in the home that was actively haunted gave them so much for them to
Creeps.
act with. And I think that's one
Exactly.
of the reasons they're getting so many acting awards. They're amazing actors, but I think putting them in a real situation really fit their creative juices and helped them deliver really powerful performances. Well, see, imagínate, there's like their
Dude,
actual
you're
fucking
actually, like, yeah.
yeah,
It's not like
that's
you're
like
acting it out. This is
authentic.
real.
It's like authentic fucking fear and shit, you know?
Yeah, and it does say here that they did try to remove it, but the whatever was in there wasn't a dead human. It was darker than that.
Fuck that. Before filming,
Yeah.
McCullough brought in experts to investigate the haunting and cleanse any malignant spirits. What they all said was that it was a multitude of things going on in the home. It wasn't just one thing. There was actually one thing in the house that was dangerous and many people could feel it. That thing we got out of the house. There's still stuff there, but it doesn't scare me in the middle of the day to walk upstairs now.
Oh,
Sorry.
imagine. So yeah, so
There are
basically
multitude.
they got rid of most of it, but something's still there.
Like they got rid of
Some
I
of it
guess something that was like really evil, but there was a lot of stuff there.
going
Like a
on.
lot of
Oh,
activity.
that's scary, dude.
During the investigation, McCullough and his siblings were interviewed about their personal experiences in the house. Remarkably, without sharing their stories beforehand, they found several similar experiences, such as an old tube television kept in a storage room that seemed to have a mind of its own. Every day I would walk outside to check the mail and the TV would be on, said McCullough. I'd go in and turn it off, and this happens for weeks. I finally unplugged the TV. The next morning, I went out to check the mail, and the TV was on again. I go in there, and it was unplugged. So I threw the TV away. My brother tells a story of when he was there as a teenager. The same TV kept coming on and on. He never had an issue with unplugging it, and it's interesting that we have the exact same thing happened to both of us, separate by about 10 years.
That's creepy.
That is insane, right?
That is. Imagine, dude, like your TV's unplugged, that shit's turning on. How the fuck?
But
I'd be like,
imagine, okay, so you you know, you watch movies and you're like, this shit's happening at your house. Why don't you leave? But it's not so easy to just leave your home, you know, because not everybody has the means to just go and stay at a hotel for like, you know, months at a time. And, you
Exactly.
know, so it's like you don't have the means. So you stay there
You're
and you
stuck there for a
try
while.
to like,
Cope with it.
cope with it. But it's like, what the fuck? No.
Hell no, dude. I don't think I would. I don't know. Like, there's been times where like creepy stuff have happened to me,
Yeah.
and I couldn't stay inside the house by myself. I literally waited outside till my mom and my sister, my brother came home because I wasn't gonna go back
No.
in there, dude. No,
No, that's
it's
creepy.
it's there's creepy, dude. Imagine you're forced to. It's a nice house from what I'm seeing, but
It is. It looks nice.
I need a little paint, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
And oh no, I'd shit on my pants. First of all, like if I knew it was haunted, I wouldn't even purchase it.
Fuck no. And I think as a realtor,
You're not
I
supposed to
think
see,
you could if they ask you.
but not if you don't ask.
I think those are things like you could just pretty much keep to yourself as long as it's not like you're not talking about a death that happened in the house
Mm,
because of the home. Like, let's say someone died because the rails of the stairs
house or something.
were wobbly and they fell and whatever. So if it wasn't caused by the actual house, the death, then you don't really have to say that there was a death in the home. You know,
Yeah, I
it's up
get
to
you.
your discretion, you know? And it's up to
Exactly.
like whoever. I feel like as a realtor, you should either way, like disclose something. But obviously, if it's a suicide or if it's something more personal like that, you don't.
Hmm.
But you know, if it's something like, hey, there's been dead people here, you know, that.
Then you're gonna be like, hell no, let's go to the next house.
But yeah, like I feel like there's certain things that you just can't say as a realtor. But I
Mm,
feel like if there's been hauntings, I think you could definitely say that, you know? It's
that's
been
true.
found
Yeah,
to
no, I
be
get it.
haunted, you know? Do you still want to purchase it? And
By the way,
I
you can
saw
die if you
this,
purchase it.
I saw this reel or TikTok, and it's like, oh, white people on all the haunted movies or whatever. And it's like the realtor, yeah, it's such a beautiful home, isn't it? There's been 42 deaths in the house. And then the girl's walking and she's like, I'll take it.
I'll
She turns around, she's like,
take
I'll
it.
take it. All like enthusiastic and shit. Like,
Like, yeah.
I'll
It
take
reminds me
it.
of the I don't know if you've seen the scary movie, the last one,
Yeah.
where it's a funny movie, obviously, and they make fun of all the scary movies. There's this one where they're showing Cindy the house where she's gonna stay and take care of the old lady.
Yeah.
And then there's this weird image, like hair coming down, and you see the guy bringing down the hair, and
Oh,
she's busy and he's taking it off. And then the little boy, he's in
mhm.
the tub, and
Oh, yeah.
he's all drowning him, like, oh, nothing,
Like
nothing,
trying.
There's
There's nothing to see here.
nothing
Nothing
to
to
see
see
here.
here.
It's a safe house. Yeah. And he's in the bath without a shirt or anything. And Cindy's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I felt dirty or something like that. And the little boy's in there drowning. It's crazy though, but that's what I would
Hey,
do. Like,
the things that you could do as a realtor just to sell the house, right?
for
Just to get
real,
your
dude.
commission and shit.
That's
It's
true.
hilarious. But yes, I can't wait to. Let me see when this comes out.
It says
Available
at 2021, it should have been out, but I don't know what month.
Saturday, October 30th.
Oh, so this Saturday.
If you go to it's SCAD Savannah Film Festival, a Savannah Haunting, when available virtually through 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I guess. ET Saturday, October 30th. And if you want more info about this, a Savannah Haunting,
I want to
it's
watch it.
filmfest.scad, which is scad.edu/SCAD schedule / Savannah Haunting. So
it'll come out this Saturday, right? Which is
yeah,
tomorrow.
October 30th.
I
And
want
this
to watch
was
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna see if that
Yeah, October 19th was this was written October 19th, 2021, so it's scheduled to come out on the 30th, but it's through the film festival, which I don't know if you're going to be able to stream it anywhere or just get the
what?
info through that website. I'll go ahead and write it down.
Yeah, let me see. Let me check it out.
So if you're interested in watching it, which is cool because I think it'll be interesting to watch because a lot of the things you're gonna be like, is that real? Did that actually happen?
Yeah, and like most
instead of like making it, like digital or whatever, you're like, oh shit, did that actually happen?
like, or is that just something that was added? Yeah.
Yeah. So
October 30th. There you go.
you have a Halloween party.
My sister's throwing a party at her house.
That is so cool.
We're gonna dress up. My mom's dressing up as what is she dressing up as? Oh, as a little cat. She's
How
so cute. She got her little tail and then I'm gonna be an evil witch bitch also. And Tinkerbell's gonna be the good witch, and then my sister's dressing up, her husband, my niece, my brothers.
cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Man, I wish I was in town and
I know we're gonna have brisket. They'll be like,
Oh.
"Come on, buddy, let's go." It's really cool.
What
What are you gonna do for the? I wanted to
don't
go trick or treat,
know. I would want to go trick or treating.
and then like I was even like thinking like if they're gonna be like, "Nah, you're too big," I'm gonna be like, "Bro, I could be out drinking at a bar and getting messed up right now." Like,
They're like,
come
I don't
on,
give a
just give me a
fuck.
candy, bro. Like,
They're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. You're an adult. You can do
I'll
whatever
be
the fuck you
like,
want.
oh,
It doesn't
yeah,
affect
but
me.
no, I wouldn't
I
mind giving
they're
an
like,
adult
don't
candy.
try to make them feel bad. Like I could be
Out
drunk.
drinking, sir. So if you're not gonna
And
give me
they're like-
candy, well then give me a beer.
Why aren't you?
Why aren't you? Why are you here? I want candy.
Oh,
No, I do want candy though. I just think it's mean. Like, why is it only for kids?
I bought myself candy.
Voy a ir a comprarme una pinche bolsota, güey, lo que voy a hacer. Mándamelos, güey.
I bought
Mándame
myself
trick or treat.
candy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be here.
Like last year,
Yeah,
I bought
did.
candies
And did you eat them?
and I ate 2 bags of candies, dude. That's what I don't want. And there was a huge bag of like Kit Kats and chocolates. Just all those good brands, and they're gone. Who ate them? Me. You know?
I'm like, babe, you're gonna have to help me with that. I can't eat the whole thing myself, and I will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will too. I say I don't want to, but it's there, so I might eat it. I want to grow my beard too. I just have a mustache.
I just grew it a little bit right now. Did you see it? Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right. Cool, right? It.
Oh, God. I'm like an 80s.
I'm like a, I don't know.
Como Bronco. Con zapatos de tacón. Las nenas se ven mejor.
Que con zapato de piso.
Time to be live, start a podcast, become a DJ, try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, but the batteries die.